hot coffee goes cold, I'm not.
It's still good.
Dump.
It's still good.
What up, Jopins? Episode 185. Wow, we got a busy day ahead of us. We're doing the pod, then we're going to go do the poker tournament over at Sean's. Brendan's going to try and three-peat. And then we got Super Bowl Sunday. How you guys doing? Lots of fights last night. Lots of dubs for Red Hawk Academy. How's Brendan doing?
Doing good. I did feel a little bad because shout out to all the guys at Red Hawk that showed up and did their shit, dude. That was awesome. I do regret not being there. I went and saw my cousin the other day. It was good, man. It's been a good weekend seeing family. And then I have some family that lives in Arizona now. So
yeah, that's sick. Where did they move?
So my cousin Dante and his wife Jennifer, they moved with their two kids, Maverick and Mason, to gosh, it's in Mesa, so it's like an hour. It's the opposite side. So it took a little bit over an hour to get there. Mm-hmm. But it was a really nice house. It's a new development. It almost reminded me, bro, of like when we were growing up. And then like all the guys that we were friends with in that new neighborhood that was getting built up because there was still a lot of construction going on in it. Mm-hmm. But it had a nice park and everything. And then like it's kind of sad too, bro, because we've been out here so long.
3 years.
That like my cousins, Jobins, they didn't even like my second cousins, like his kids.
Who are you?
Yeah, right. Like they don't even know who you are because it's been so long. But we got him a little Lego toy, and he had a good birthday party. Turned 5 years old. Crazy.
That's cool. You got some family moved down, my man. You can go visit him now. It's crazy when people from back at home move out here. Mm-hmm. It's cool. I wonder if they've always wanted to go to Arizona. What made them choose Arizona, you know?
Yeah. Well, work in this case. So.
Oh, really? Mm-hmm. It was work? Yeah, dude, out in Mesa, Jobins, right now, it's like they're building so much out there, and it's so peaceful, at least for where I was over at Marcelo's house. Mm-hmm. It's just so peaceful.
Oh, that's right. Could get the tattoos over there now.
Mm-hmm. It's just like I know it's probably tough shopping for groceries when you got to go 20 minutes to get there every time. But I don't know. Something about being out in the peace compared to being in the city, I think it's so much better.
It's still popping off too. It reminds me again of like almost like back home, like in St. Louis or like in the suburbs, just away from like the city, but still like big enough. They got a Walmart and a Fry's and everything. So you still have everything that you need right there.
That's cool. That's cool. Yeah, dude, yesterday, super lucky. I asked him, I was like, hey, need a snapper or anything for this? It was for the fights. And he was like, yeah, you could come with me. So that was pretty sick. You know, we've seen the highest of the sport, right? I was talking with Tim about it. I'm like, something about like, you know, when your friend becomes the champion, they've accomplished the biggest thing you can accomplish in the sport already.
100%.
Which is just crazy because for Tim, I was asking him like, well, how's that feel? Like when you because last night, Jobins, I'm at amateur fights, right? I'm still just as fired up as it was if it was the big leagues, UFC championship fight. Mm-hmm. And I asked him, I'm like, how does that feel when you got your best friend fighter who's accomplished everything, right? And then you have your other athletes who have never even had what Sean's had. And he loves it. He thinks it's the coolest thing ever. I'm like, that's got to be such a crazy kind of experience. Mm-hmm. You yourself have been through coaching someone who's won the title. And then now here you are coaching others who want everything that Sean's accomplished. It's wild. It's like never ending.
Just to inspire the next generation too, like that, and like, dude, that's like being a coach like that, and Sean too being involved like he is, dude. The whole team, like, so much potential with all those guys.
Oh yeah, and you know you have a good coach because Tim just likes to make everyone the best versions of themselves, and that's what a true coach does. So just kind of super cool, like. Coming home and going, damn, that was that was amateurs, but I still feel just as fired up, and kind of seeing it through Tim's eyes. I was like, whoa, this is crazy. I wonder how he actually like. Does he still get fired up? I didn't ask him that part. I should have.
Dude, it's an unforgiving sport too, dude. And then like you said, amateurs, but they're still bringing all they got into the ring.
Oh yeah, dude. It was cool. Like I finally got to do what Tim would do for Sean. Mm-hmm. So it was a little small venue. You know, you'd walk in, and the building was kind of cool, right? Because you came in, and it was like the fight side, and then the other side was this big, gigantic bar that just kind of went everywhere, right? So that was pretty cool. But the fight arena was actually pretty small, just probably a couple hundred people in there.
That's what I was just gonna ask was seating.
Yeah.
So just a couple hundred.
Folded chairs everywhere, like some raw fights, and it was fire. I'm in the back watching everyone warm up. Everyone's getting ready. I'm watching Tim wrap the hands. You know what I mean? I'm saying some shit to the boys. And Kurt was the first one out. Kurt beat the piss out of his opponent. He was an older dude, probably in his 30s.
Damn.
Yeah, and they right away just go to fucking throwing crazy, scrapping. When he lands his body shots on people, they're so fucking loud.
He's so young too. He's like 20, isn't he?
Yeah.
And to fighting a 30-year-old, and
Yep.
that is
His cardio got tested for sure just because of how much pace he was putting out in the beginning. It was a good fight for Kurt. Beat the shit out of his guy. Then was Danny. And I was really excited for Danny. I'm really excited for all the boys, you know what I mean? But it hit a little harder with Danny. My boy Danny Jobins hasn't fought in over a year. And this is he's dealt with some back injuries that he's taking care of. He's feeling like himself again. So I'm just really excited to see you get the dub, Danny. And I know how much you want to just keep getting the ball rolling. But before he walked out, I'm in the back because you know how Tim massages. I have good massage hands, Jobins. It's one of my my blessings. And he was like, "Oh yeah, keep doing that." And I'm just fucking rolling out. And then Sean's famous quote: "Too sharp, too fast, too focused." He's like, "Oh yeah, keep saying that, keep saying that." So I'm just fucking getting him going. He walked out, and then I was doing the walkout snaps for Tim, and then that was just fucking sick. Seeing him go in there, it was fire. It was fire. And then Danny, dude, he's really slick. Like he's slick and sharp, fast. He had a really good fight, beat up his dude.
Nice.
He won by decision. I was happy for him to get back in there and like have that. You know what I mean? Because I'm sure all fight like you want to get in there and get the job done, right? But for my buddy who hasn't fought in over a year, getting those 3 rounds of a good fight and picking the dude apart, I bet that felt really good.
I like your guys' relationship too, where you're messing with each other all the time, and then you can support him like that, and then he shows up and just does work, dude.
Oh yeah, and what's really cool is they were all so focused. Like they weren't back there freaking out. They weren't nervous. I'm sure if they were nervous, they're so good at like working through the things to calm the nerves. You know what I mean? But they were all so sharp dialed and focused. It was lit. It was a really cool experience. Shout out to him for taking me. And then JP3. Shout out we got to get him on the pod. Been wanting to do a pod with him forever. I knew he was doing this title fight. Didn't want to bother him. But we'll definitely get him on because holy fuck, he had these sick ass polar bear fucking shorts. I was like 7 polar bears died to make those fucking shorts. That's the attitude we have here tonight, right? Fuck, he knocked the guy out, slipped 1-2, bam, cracked him. I fucked up.
What do you mean?
I fucked up. Something in life, Brendan. Every time I'm like, okay, here we go, perform, do something good, I just fuck up. And I should have had my phone on cinematic. I was doing Snap all night, right? I was doing Snap all night.
I'm listening.
I fucked up.
You didn't catch it, did you?
I didn't catch the fucking knockout.
Was it in the first round?
I believe so. Yeah.
Damn.
Because I know I'm an idiot, Tim. Sorry, Tim. I should have had my phone on cinematic. Rookie. I'm a rookie. And I was just doing it on Snap. So they would get separated, right? And then I just wanted to make sure, because, sometimes you don't want the videos to go too long on Snap.
Right.
So anytime they'd separate, because Tim wanted me to film his whole fight, right? So anytime they separate, I'd hurry up and load it on Snap, right? Well, they fucking stopped it. I'm going, and then they broke it back, and then, and the dude was, I'm like, no, God. And I'm looking over at Tim, and they're all freaking out. So I'm like, oh, God. But he was cool about it.
So so in the future, cinematic mode?
Yeah.
And just film it the whole time?
Yep.
So you don't miss it?
Yep.
Yeah, because
And it could be put on Snapchat later. So, shot myself in the foot there. Bam. You know what I mean? Yeah.
It happens.
You get better. You live and learn.
Hey, he's always got another fight to do it again.
Yep. Well, yeah. Next weekend. Just again, shout out to all the boys who competed this weekend and all our Jits people. A lot of white belts went out there for the first time and fucking put it all on the line, and we're fucking proud of you. Catch up with everyone during the week on who did what with that. And just shout out to the boys for winning your fights, doing a good job. You guys fucking killed it.
Yeah, everybody at the gym that competed on the weekend.
Yeah, dude,
definitely
insane. Very inspiring. Very inspiring. This coming weekend, we got David Clay, we got JoJo, and we got fucking Alex Navarez all fighting MMA fights. Last night was sold out. That was not because JoJo was able to hand out tickets, and I was like, okay, I'm gonna I got us all tickets. Fucking, there wasn't tickets for last night's fight, so then I come in and everyone's like, oh yeah, it's sold out. I'm going, fuck. So that's why another shout out Old Red for taking old shit.
Dude, how awesome. They sold the place out too. Congrats to the whole freaking promotion there.
Oh yeah. I'm very excited. This coming weekend's gonna be a lot of fun. We're all going together. Watch the boys perform again.
Damn.
So yeah, that was Saturday night for the Jobins. We got poker tournament number 3 today. How's the back-to-back champ feeling about it?
Back-to-back champs feeling good. I made a joke with Shannon yesterday when I was with her, and I was like, they're canceling it today because the champ can't be there.
Right? And anytime you're not there and you don't defend, who is there a real champ?
No, I'm coming in for that money. I'm going to put it in me and my girl's savings account again. Mark my words, Jobin. It's going to be a 3-peat.
You're coming for your second title defense.
This is true.
This is a big deal.
This is true.
This is a big step up.
Throw them $50 buy-ins, boys.
Yep, I think they're bringing some.
I'm coming for your money.
They can. It don't matter who Sean invites into this group of poker. You'll line them up and take them all out.
I appreciate that, bro. Yes, the confidence. It's there.
Yeah, I'm still memorized by the time you going toe-to-toe with Tommy Gunn last time. That was fire.
Dude, and I'm just feeling, Jobin, I'm feeling more lit, fire under me, too. After I did that workout with you, bro, that killed my legs with the lunges, I've been working out more, too, with my coworker.
Good shit.
On top of I'm trying to do better at the jiu-jitsu, so I'm still trying to get more than 2 days a week on there. So I need to step up. But I'm feeling freaking stronger, too. And then my girl telling me that she's like, how long's it been already? You know, kind of gassing me up. So I'm coming in pretty gassed up for this.
She's saying you feeling hard like a rock?
Or just like, I can like see it. I'm like, oh, yeah. You know, it ain't, it's just feeling good. Feeling good, Jobins.
Say, baby, you're looking at hard work.
Yeah, and then the Valentine's Day drop with the freaking Dr. Squatch.
Yep.
The bricked up.
I love Dr. Squatch so much. I wish they fucking subscribe. I wish they would be our sponsors. You know what I mean?
Dude, you got me onto the Dr. Squatch train, bro.
I have gotten many people on the Dr. Squatch. I made it huge. You know what I mean? Fun, kidding. Chill, everybody. But all my friends use Dr. Squatch because of me now. It's the best shit ever. If they get toothpaste, we're check complete done.
Dude, and the lotion's not, dude. It's all. I'm done talking because they don't pay us, so we shouldn't even talk about them.
Well, no.
So screw you guys.
No.
Screw Dr.
Remember,
Squatch.
That ain't me, Dr. Squatch. Dr. Squatch, I fucking love you, and yeah, I'm sad that we're not sponsored by you, but I still fucking love you. And they came out with the new bricked up one for Valentine's Day when you get a little Trojan pack of condoms. I didn't get my Trojan pack of condoms from you, Dr. Squatch. So, a little upset about that. Because I'm a nerd. I like to collect. I never thought 30s would mean I love soap, right? And not only soap, but good soap for you. Not the cancerous shit. Not the stuff that's going to fuck you up.
Yeah, the Yuka app with that reads all the health and all the ingredients that are in things, Jobins. It's like really good, high rated on there.
Like how I feel, like why do I feel this way using Dr. Squatch? What is it? I look at Dr. Squatch and I'm like, what am I? Is this part of that shit they talk about when they get you?
They have the best deodorant too.
They do.
Hands down, the best deodorant.
Everything. So yeah, Jobins, if you haven't tried Dr. Squatch, send them a little email, say, hey, sponsor the British Brady Show, because I am. I've done it.
Yeah, I know.
Keep trying.
I shouldn't have brought it up because that was free for them.
Or maybe they go, hey, we not sponsor these guys, but they're talking about us. We need these guys on our fucking team. We're here for you, Dr. Squatch. I'll fucking tell the world to use Dr. Squatch. I'll fucking throw it at people. I'll wash people. You want me to wash people with Dr. Squatch? Get a sponsor? I'll fucking wash people.
Okay, chill.
All right. Last night's fight, Jobins. Great night of fights. I didn't get to see. I came in at the James. What was his name? What fuck?
Was it in the prelims?
No, I'm totally blanking right now because I'm stoned. A comment was in the comments. They're like, Schmitty, you're such a fucking casual. And I was like, dude, I agree.
I was really intense on the notes on this. I didn't get into it until the prelims with Tom Nolan versus Vyacheslav Borshchev. And Tom Nolan, Jobins, you should take a notice of Tom Nolan. He's an Australian fighter, but he was on his back and he slid up so gracefully and his foot connected with the guy that was on top. Like he was like butt dragging towards him, like, you know, anyone that's like really good at jiu-jitsu and like they're just comfortable.
Chill. Warlike does that and chill.
No, you are right. Sometimes people are gassing.
Yeah.
But dude, this guy Tom Nolan sits down and then throws his leg up and it kicks the dude right in the face, bro.
Did it knock him out?
It hurt him.
Was
big
it fire?
Time. It was fire.
Like
it went by decision, but he was beating the hell out of the guy who took him down, and he was throwing spinning elbows, maybe a little too much spinning stuff. That's what even Michael Bisping was like, too much spinning, but he was kicking some ass, dude. Tom Nolan's a beast.
That's fire.
I'm excited for that guy. I was like, oh,
I'll
shit.
have to watch it. You'll have to show me it.
In the prelims.
I came in at the Jimmy Crute and Rodolfo Bellato fight.
Damn, you missed another good. The last fight right before that to end the prelims, Gabriel Santos versus Jack Jenkins. Gabriel Santos is one of Charles Oliveira's guys, and he looked freaking mean as hell too, dude. He was beating the shit out of the guy in jiu-jitsu and like just really deep half guard and just suffocating. Jack Jenkins is really good and strong too, and he couldn't do anything. And then he got kicked right in the face. And then he was all rocked and everything, and he got on top of him and got his back, and he choked him out. Gabriel Santos looked freaking menacing, and Charles Oliveira is coaching him on the side. It was crazy.
I almost wish we had reels of you breaking down fights like that, and it showed the violence, and then you're just kind of recapping it like that.
Yeah,
it would be fire. Dude, I think it'd be a little funny.
They were good. Those two fights alone to start off, me watching this card, I was like, this card's going to be lit, and it was. Dude.
It was, dude. It was. I came in Jimmy Crute, Rodolfo. Jimmy Crute, dude.
Yeah, I'm interested in what your thoughts, dude.
Well, no, he's that guy that just fucks your parlay, right? Because you go with him, you're like, okay, Jimmy Crute's got this, and he fucking loses, and then you're like, oh man, I don't know if Jimmy Crute's got this. Oh, the other guy's pretty tough and go with the other guy. And then Jimmy Crute fucking battles. That was a fucking battle. Draw.
Majority draw.
Yeah, dude. Those are tough.
My question is
Those are tough.
and it's to the.
I thought Jimmy won. You thought the other guy won? I need to.
He definitely. You know what? He should have won that fight, but he got
tired.
Well, it was just like Frankie Edgar and Gray Maynard. Like Gray Maynard nearly finished him how many times in that first round? But if the guy comes back and wins the second and third round decisively,
yeah,
that's gonna stop your 10-8.
Yeah.
2 10-9s, and then he had a 10-8 majority draw. I thought that was the perfect decision to make.
You thought it was?
Because the other guy did nearly get beat in that first round. He got smashed in that first round, and Jimmy lets it go like that. If I'm his coach, I'd be upset. I don't know how the Jobins feel, but I was upset with Jimmy's performance because he can beat that guy. Even his corner said that. I remember his corner. That would kill me, dude, to hear that. Yeah. Like that almost like Big Brother talk. Like you're just like, you 9 times out of 10, like you can beat this guy. You're better than this guy, and he comes back and gets a draw on you.
Dude, cardio. Cardio is the craziest thing when it comes to fighting. You can have all the skills. You could be sharp. You could be strong. You could be the fucking most knockout artist. If you get a guy that gets you in there and he just makes you expense all your fucking energy, or maybe like you think you're about to finish him and you expense all your fucking energy.
Yeah.
And then all of a sudden these motherfuckers come back. All because of cardio, and now you're fucking going, oh fuck, and your arms are feeling heavy.
Right, that's true,
dude. And then if you'd have just maybe you weren't breathing right, maybe you got a little too excited with your emotions. That's fucking cardio, and there's nothing more terrifying being in a fight than exhausted.
His legs were dead too. Yeah. He gets kicked. It's kind of been a reoccurring thing for him too,
right?
With his legs getting attacked like that, and Jimmy Crute's a warrior. I just would like to see that fight again, and I think Jimmy would beat him. Yep. I think he kind of slipped up.
Here's my excuse as to why I'm a casual now, these guys, because you know what? I hate that I've turned into a casual. I hate it.
I mean, yeah, there's a lot of fights.
It's a good thing too, though, because back when we were at home, we're sitting there every weekend, first fight to the last fight. That whole day's dedicated to fights. Like, I wasn't doing anything. I was just watching UFC. You know what I mean? Now we're out here in AZ. We're doing shit. We're involved. We're doing our podcast. We're working. I'm working at the gym. Everyone's always leveling the fuck up. Like, life's so fast and crazy. So part of me's like, I'm kind of grateful that I'm a little bit of a casual now because I got so much going on.
Yeah, that's true. You can't dedicate as much time to, like, analyzing every single fighter on the card.
And the experiences that we've had with Sean and the boys. Like, being involved with the fighters changes it. Like, I got all these boys that I'm with all day that I'm watching train hard. I'm in it, like, they're my friends. And then we go and watch them fight. Like, that, there's not, like, I can't really feel the same anymore for the people I don't know. It's tough. But last night, watching it with Tim, it hit me. I'm like, me and Tim were sitting in the confidential room, just me and him and Nick. And we were just watching the fights, chilling. There's been so many times where, like, it's fight night, we go over to Sean's, or we're doing something, and we're not watching the whole card because we're just doing so much shit.
Right, I know what you mean.
Right?
Getting dragged away from the TV, doing other stuff.
But, bro, it was not... like, last night, I was like, whoa, this is the first time in a minute that I'm chilling, watching the actual fights, and, like, watching the whole thing. And I'm telling you guys, I'm feeling it again. And I'm like, man... This literally is the best sport.
Hands down the best
It's the
sport.
best
They
sport.
put it all out there.
It's the best sport. We got the Super Bowl today, and I'm like...
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It's trailer day for Schmidt. Like, today's trailer day, and hopefully we get some trailers.
I mean, people have been upset about the Super Bowl because of the reffing that was going on for the Chiefs in their game against the Bills. I won't get into all that. I'm not going to say if it's fixed or not. But it's kind of convenient to try to get your ratings to be the highest because you got the Kansas City Chiefs who are going to go on a three-peat, which is like historic. And then on top of that, Travis Kelce is engaged to freaking Taylor Swift. Not engaged, but they're dating. I guarantee, guys, the NFL gods are like, please, 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 Kansas City, win this. Travis Kelce's going to have the Super Bowl Lombardi trophy, going to give it over to Patty, and he's going to say, Patrick, hold this. He's going to go over to Taylor Swift, and he's going to get on one knee and propose to her right there.
Billions.
It's going to be so...
We're going to make billions.
And who's there?
Trump.
Trump's there. That's...
When
the highest
will
ratings.
a UFC fighter... do what all them guys are doing? When will a UFC fighter date a big celebrity and cause some drama?
Yeah.
I want that.
That is a good
I want
point.
that.
Dude. Where's the fighter that's doing that?
John Jones, why aren't you married to some fucking high-end celebrity? Beyonce.
His
I know she's
reputation. His reputation. I think of like a really famous, reputable person would like hesitate to be in a relationship.
John
with
Jones, Miley Cyrus.
That would be crazy.
John Jones, Sabrina Carpenter.
Damn.
You know what I mean? Let's get something wild in there. Let's spark the fucking shit. Because, yeah, I don't know, man. Sometimes I'm thinking, man, I would hate if UFC became something like that and where people are going, oh, my God. Because, bro, it's like movies and CGI. Look how shitty that Fantastic Four movie looks. And everybody's freaking out about it. I'll say it. Oh my God, the Thing. He's going to be the heart and soul of the movie, and he's so cute and innocent.
I hate it too.
I'm like, they just can't do there'll never be a good Fantastic Four movie. And the shittier they get, the more I accept that the first Fantastic Four movies we ever got were the best.
I know. You said it, though. They can never do it right.
They can't.
Is Fantastic Four just a lame concept, and that's why it can't be done right? Maybe the origin, the source material is just shit on its own?
Then just change it and make the characters fucking people we like.
Maybe just don't do Fantastic Four. Do something else if it's just originally as bad.
Right?
I know there's all these comic book fans and everything that probably are diehard Fantastic.
I've just always thought. Look at Batman. There's so many different movies of how he's brought up and what Batman is. Mm-hmm. And we finally got the greatest one ever with Christopher Nolan.
They still have the same origin story.
Christopher Nolan, can you make fucking Fantastic Four or something? Like, what the fuck?
A gritty Fantastic Four.
I mean, that's what it should be. It's like not this fucking flamboyant shit.
Think
that
about
we're
their
getting.
powers, dude. Mr. Fantastic is like a
I'm
rubber.
a flame boy. Cool. I'm done. I'm fucking done with movies. I'm done with all you people who are fucking loving all these new movies. I think they look incredible.
Well, I mean, when Avatar comes out,
I'm a
probably gonna
hater.
Be glazing it.
I'm a hater when it comes to movies, and I'm not happy. That's why I'm hating with the movies, because I'm unhappy with movies. I'm tired. We got to go back. If you really want to enjoy movies, you go back now. You don't go forward. In our lifetime, you went forward. You're like, wow, they just keep getting better. Now CGI is trash.
You got to get on a rock marathon. That's how you're gonna get
No.
your appreciation
He
for movies.
killed-
Your appreciation for movies, and Jobins, I recommend doing this too. Your appreciation for movies will be returned if you can sit through like 5 or 6 of the Rock's movies. Because if you're too cynical on the movie landscape right now, you need to like get readjusted.
Yeah, let's sit down on a Friday night and watch Skyscraper. Let's all gather around and sit down and watch fucking Skyscraper with Rock.
Rampage, any of the Fast and Furious movies, Red One, Red Notice.
I just miss good movies, dude. I miss good movies. What the fuck happened? What the fuck happened? Why did this happen? And how do we get back? These are the
CGI and
things.
special features, man. People had limitations back in the day, so they had to be more creative about the stories they were telling. Now it's like, let's just show the craziest stuff in the world. And one of my favorite movies, although it could be part of this problem, is Ready Player One. Because when I saw that in the movie theater, I was really blown away by it. And the avatars like that, too. So maybe just the cinematics, the special effects and things have overshadowed the core thematic elements that make a movie great.
It was probably after 2005 is when it started.
After King Kong.
It was probably after 2005 is when it all started.
Maybe the Lord of the Rings movies are to blame.
There was good movies up. There were some good movies up until 2015. There were some damn good Christian Bale movies, Jake Gyllenhaal movies, The Father with Anthony Hopkins. Good movies. Now we got Gladiator 2. Hell, let's make a third.
That's right.
Let's make a third. Let's make a third Gladiator.
Why not? You know how they'd spin it off of what happened on that one.
It was so bad.
Not historically accurate at all,
That
Jobins.
movie was so bad. Denzel Washington holding the guy's head around.
You didn't like it.
It looked like a fake. I'm like, this is what is going on. Denzel Washington. This is Training Day. We're talking Training Day.
You want to hear something funny too that my brother was saying?
Where's Training Day movies? Where are they?
Did Denzel change his accent at all or anything?
Brother,
He just sounded like Denzel Washington too.
the whole movie was ass. I'm sorry, guys. I know you're like, oh, I don't want to hear Schmidt just shit on movies. Where are they at? Let me know in the comments what a good movie is these days. And we'll see with Trailer Day. We're going to get apparently at Robert Downey Jr. as fucking Dr. Doom. Cool.
Mm-hmm.
And then what? What are you going to tell me? Oh, plot twist. It's all connected.
Well, you know, I mean, all that is owned by Disney, and Disney really needs a win. They've been like
Good.
plummeting.
Good. I'm done with all of it. Done with Star Wars. I'm done with Marvel.
ESPN, football, ratings.
Let's
It's all connected.
bring back some good acting. Let's bring back some good fucking writing. And let's bring back some good directing.
Do you think acting's been ruined, though? And this is pretty deep, Jobin. Do you think acting's been ruined because of how social media's played an effect on it, and we're all our own celebrities in that way?
Well, everything.
Of recording ourselves?
Everything.
Do people even act the same way or behave the same way before they were recording themselves constantly? How can you do acting when you can't act the same because people inherently were
Facts.
different in the past?
I agree. I don't think it's everybody yet, but I agree.
Yeah.
And I think it's with everything.
Yeah. Because we're guilty of it, making stories, doing stories.
I think it affects it in this. There's people who would have been actors that are not because they're now this. There's people that would have been athletes, but they're not. They're this.
Damn.
Like I Show Speed. I think I Show Speed would have been an athlete, right?
Mm-hmm.
Had he not had what Twitch is and social media and all that, he would have been a fucking football player making all that money. But now you have people like I Show Speed where it's like, well, look, I'm my own brand.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
And I'm athletic as fuck.
He is fast, dude.
Yeah. So I think it's kind of like that. Maybe we're part of that. Were we
Yeah.
supposed to be actors, but we became podcasters?
I think about that sometimes.
We can always start. Tim was like, "Oh, our acting's got to be so hard." I'm like, but I feel like we would do good. Anyone out there? Warner Brothers. Kyle. Shout out Kyle. Kyle's just one of those humans where it's like he's a different soul, right? That's not you're either born with that or you're not. I don't think you can even like if you're not that. I don't think you can become that. You can try, but I just don't think you can, because when someone like that kind of person who's got the shittiest of all shits just constantly poured on them, how they feel every day when you have cancer. I can't even imagine when you have cancer.
Right.
I've experienced it with my family and what they've been through. And when you could go and be on chemotherapy and do athletic shit and push yourself, you know, it's fucking crazy.
And never complains, never.
Yeah. And he's always just wants to be around people and smile and have a good time. And you can even tell when he's hurting bad, but he ain't going to tell you. And he's still going to try and be the Kyle that he is, right? So what's really cool going on with Kyle right now is Warner Brothers is actually doing a documentary behind him because of him and all his cancer. They think that his lifestyle and who he is as a person is really motivating and inspiring. So they're actually sending in a whole entire Warner Brothers like film crew to follow him. And he wants to show off the gym. He wants to show off the recovery center and everything. And they're going to make a documentary about Kyle.
Dude, if anyone's deserving of it, it's Kyle.
It's so fucking cool, and I'm so happy for him.
That is so cool.
I can't wait to see how they get his story out. I can't wait to fucking watch it. I want to watch it with him.
Probably going to cry.
Oh, I know.
Probably be emotional.
He's so good at one thing that's amazing about Kyle is, you know, some cancer people, they don't want to tell. They don't want to bother people, right? Or maybe some cancer people, you know, they do let it all out. It's up to the individual, right? And any way that you handle it is okay, right? But then you got a guy like Kyle who articulates his way in such a positive, it's such a uphill positive message, but at the same time, sharp truth, sharp gut stabbing truth of what he goes through with cancer, how he feels, what he's thinking, you know what I mean? But then he stays positive with it. He goes, okay, I'm dealing with these things, but I'm going to do this, this, and this to fucking... It's crazy.
Yeah, it's not denying what it is.
Yeah.
It's accepting it and facing it head on.
And he's just so good at articulating it. And, like, I've always told him, like, dude, you can write a book. You should write a book. You know what I mean? So, super excited for you, Kyle, with the Warner Brothers documentary. It's going to be really cool. We'll definitely, whenever it comes out and everything, we got to get Kyle on here.
Yeah, because we have had him on once,
I know, but we got to get him
it would be cool to follow up.
We should get Ario with him, too.
Yeah, oh my gosh, dude.
We could talk recharge.
She's Filipino and everything and makes amazing food.
You guys could talk culture.
Yeah, she'd be so fire.
It'd be fire. Yeah. We'll get you back on here, Kyle. I was going to say something else too, but I dropped the ball on that. My bad. What were you going to say?
Damn.
What were we going to say? We were going to say something. We were going to say something sick, man. I swear to God. Sometimes it be like that, Jovens. Yeah. We got a lot on our minds, a lot going on.
Well, just a busy day today with the Super Bowl and everything. Kind of detracted from what we were talking about with the fights.
Oh, yeah. We went way off about that. Dude, let's get back. Sorry about that, Jovens. First, we never even went down it. Holy fuck.
Yeah, well, and then the other fight that you did, the other fight you missed before Jimmy Crute and Rodolfo that we talked about, which was kind of upsetting that Jimmy lost, or tied. It was a draw. But Jake Matthews versus Francisco Prado. And it was,
I missed that one.
Jake Matthews was like, that was a decisive win, but that Sam Prado guy is only like 5'7" at welterweight. And don't you feel bad for people that are just like naturally big boned to where it's
they're kind of stuck right there in that position. They can't really go up or down
because he can't cut weight because it's too hard. Like he feels the best at that weight, and he walks around at 180.
Well, that's where extreme weight cutting and all that really fucks those kinds of people.
Yeah, and Jake Matthews just looked way bigger than him.
Really?
And then he got that was probably one of the more boring fights for me. Still, they put on a fight.
The main event, the main card. Yeah, that's crazy.
Yeah, the Jimmy Crute one versus Rodolfo, though, that did bring it back.
Yeah. It was a good fight. The fucking Justin Tafa, Taliesin Texara. That dude, UFC debut, 6 fucking what, 7, 8?
Yeah. He's scary.
13 15 years of jiu-jitsu. He's got a giant spider tattooed on his fucking chest. We got a new, very improved version of Stefan Struve back in the heavyweights, Jobins, and I'm very excited. I'm very excited. He came out there, fucking Justin Tafa had a nose fucking crushed into his fucking face.
And Justin Tafa, I was thinking he was going to win. I think he's really tough.
He's so tough.
Him to go down like that and cover up immediately in the fetal position and
get
hit like that.
Oh, fuck.
Damn, that must have hurt.
That slow-mo of the nose just getting crushed in. Fuck nose breaks, dude. Nose breaks freak me out because I don't know, man. I've never had my beak broken. Dude. And I've had it punched and I've heard crunches and shit, but I've never had it broken. And just to be able to breathe right is something I very much enjoy. And then Justin got up and he's like, "What the fuck? You didn't let me defend?" Oh, like, that's a tough dude.
No, I mean, the ref made a good call there. Yeah. And did you see the knee before that too?
Oh yeah,
kneed him right in the stomach like that, and then elbow.
I'm excited for this guy. I'm ready. All eyes on someone in the heavyweight division again. A new guy. I like when these new guys come out. Let's keep building them up. Keep building them up. Sometimes I wonder. I'm like, man, sometimes when the UFC fucking builds these certain people up that go viral and go crazy, I'm like, dude, sometimes it's that sprinkle of destiny. Because, yeah, you can be on your trajectory with fights and be performing, but you also got to have the same venue, right? Location. You put, maybe that fight happens here and it does this good, but if that fight would have happened here, it would have been fucking phenomenal. Like, there's little things that actually do add up to make these things happen. Like when Conor went on that tour with Aldo. Those were exciting times. God damn it.
And how that played effect into
and everything.
Jose.
Like, that's why it's like I'm a little upset with how they handled Khamzat, right? Now I know it's weird where we're getting in these positions where we're getting these athletes who can't fight in certain situations or places because of their fucking background and who they're involved with. So maybe, obviously, that probably played a part with Mr. Khamzat. I know it's happening with Pirate Boy with some kind of visa issues.
And you're kind of talking about is this what Sean Strickland was kind of talking about in the press conference about Khamzat getting in like cahoots with like the dictator and stuff, and he can't travel to certain areas.
Well, dude, though, there was even that one fighter killed back in the day. But I just think, I'm like, okay, I know DDP, you're trying to make him a bigger star. I get it. It was in Australia. But at the same time, it just kind of sucks we didn't have Khamzat in that crowd. I really think they kind of fucked up because everyone's so all about Khamzat right now. He's looking so scary. That performance against Robert Whittaker was insane. And you're telling me you couldn't have that fight where Khamzat could be in that crowd, in my head, Khamzat runs in from the darkness of the crowd, hops that fence, and fucking is all crazy violent in DD's face. Bro, that would have been
I'll say
sick.
one thing to counter your point, though.
Do it.
Australia deserves to have fights held there because there's a lot of Australian fighters that have made the sport what it is.
You're right.
And made the organization what it is.
Yep.
And Khamzat isn't worth shit compared to the Australian fans.
Ooh.
The Australian fans come before him.
That was a controversial one. Half and half with that one. I agree with you with the first part because, yeah, the Aussie people are legends. Anytime you watch those crowds, you feel it. So I agree.
Dude, I want to travel to Australia. It seems cool as hell. And then they got the Sydney trailers. They're really promoting their tourism and everything.
Bucket list. And I want to go to Canada. The next event in Canada, dude, that looks fucking sick up there. It looks so sick. But yeah, I'm just, a part of me is like, man, I feel like they just dropped the ball off. I feel like we should have had a Khamzat moment where he could have gotten DDP's face. And the fan of me, Sean Strickland, Khamzat going at it would have been funny. At the end of the day, I'm excited for Khamzat to fight DDP. And I think they kind of dropped the ball there.
Yeah, that fight in itself, yeah. And
then, dude, Jobins, I counted Weili out. I thought,
shit.
Dude, I thought Tatiana Suarez was going to be too dominant. I thought she was going to be too strong.
She was the favorite, too.
Dude.
Tatiana.
I'm sorry, Weili. I'm sorry, Jobins. That was an impressive fucking performance by Weili, dude.
It was.
It was so impressive. Shut that shit down. She had no answer. Suarez had no answer for her. it was sad. It was like, oh my God, you didn't have a backup in case she stopped your takedowns.
Well, how are you gonna blame her for not having a backup, dude? She's like tunnel vision set on that mission plan,
right?
Dude. Like that was the game plan.
That is when she first got side control on Weili. It was like, oh,
right.
This
she
is what
did
we
get
thought,
a takedown.
And it was strong. It was like, okay, and then Weili did her thing, dude. And I feel like Sarez dumped her fucking energy real quick. I feel like, and it was that nerves.
Weili is that strong.
You have a
Weili is that. Did you see when she almost like took her down, and she should have taken her down, and she was able to flip her with the underhook, dude.
So impressive.
Full mount.
This is where I'm like, okay, who's next for Weili? I think it should be Valentina Shevchenko. I think it should be a super fight.
Yeah, I like that.
There's no one left in Weili, and we almost feel the same way about Valentina.
Mm-hmm.
I know it's tough because it's like, oh, the stardom and power that fucking UFC has. I mean, it's not much, but like, whatever, if you don't want to lose someone and for whatever. But I just think that's the way to go. Super fight.
And make no mistake, too, bro, and Jobins, I don't think that makes Tatiana any worse, dude. That was a tough fight. She's still a warrior. That knee gash, it was, and she kept fighting through that still.
Oh.
She's just, Weili's that good.
When was the last time I was sitting there with Tim and I'm kind of thinking to myself, I'm like, when was the last time we saw a gash like this not on the face?
Mm-hmm.
Because when a gash like that's on the face, we're worried about it being stopped. I'm looking over at Tim. I'm like, could they stop the fight for that? He's like, no, it doesn't. It does nothing. That's doing nothing. She don't feel shit. I'm like, okay. I guess that's the same for arm too, you know? Just because I'm like, when was the last time a really good big gash like that happened? And all from hitting that knee in the corner of the cage. That's that crazy shit. Today on my feed was, listen to this. You ready to feel old? This is going to make you feel old. If you remember it. Because I can just still remember Josh laughing his ass off at Joe Rogan freaking out. And I remember we were laughing at Joe Rogan freaking out so hard about it. 15 years ago today was when that bag of ice dropped and they spilt all that ice in the octagon.
Oh.
Do you remember that?
I don't remember that happening.
You don't remember that?
But I mean,
maybe like 15 years ago, those could have been the days when you were a Mizzou boy, and I was back at home watching with Josh and Cookie and all them.
Yeah, and I wasn't watching every
you weren't
fight card. Yeah.
It made me feel old, bro. I was like, no way. I was like, 15 years ago. I remember that.
Mm-hmm.
It freaked me out. I didn't like it.
Jake Matthews is 30 and he's already been fighting for like 10 years or some shit like that.
Max Holloway freaks me out. Freaks
Same
me
way?
out. Well, because I remember when we were watching him come in and being so young, and now it's like he's had his whole career and it's been such a legendary career. I'm like, holy fuck, we're old.
Anthony Showtime Pettis, like that. If
We're
you can
fucking
remember watching WEC live, you're old.
Fuck you.
What? That's the truth.
I still remember when Josh called me about that one. Dude, I just watched the craziest fight ever. I'm like, what? He's like, WEC. I'm like, who gives a fuck about WEC, dude? It's all about UFC. He's like, no, dude, Anthony Pettis just fucking ran off the cage.
Yeah.
And I'm going, really? And I looked at him, like, oh, fuck, that was crazy.
And who have we seen in person, too? Benson Henderson? And it's just like, dude, that's the first guy to see that kind of shit happen on a cage.
Right?
Like, how was it being the first one to get kicked by that?
Bro, we're so old that when Anderson Silva landed the front kick to Vitor Belfort, that was like the most craziest shit ever because it hadn't been done. That's how fucking old we are in this fucking sport. Holy shit.
Hey, it's just leveling up.
Holy shit. So yeah, DDP, I'm very excited for DDP versus Khamzat. What do you guys think? I hope they really promote this one. I hope they make it really exciting. I almost wish we could fucking redo this Ultimate Fighter with DC and Chael and make it Khamzat, but I know it'd probably be fucking impossible with visa and all that bullshit. But I would rather see an Ultimate Fighter with two relevant coaches who are gonna fight each other. That's what I want. Yeah. So I don't even really care about this Ultimate Fighter already.
You upset about the Sean Strickland fight at all?
It was such a repeat, was it not? And it was like we said on the last pod. It was a game of who's going to make the right corrections. And right away, Sean Strickland comes out standing straight up again. So it really didn't seem like Sean Strickland made any like crazy, I don't know.
Think about how much of an adjustment DDP made.
Right?
Though. He didn't even attempt that many takedowns. I think like 3.
I know, and then they were so far away, and I'm looking over at Tim. I'm like, aren't those kind of far away? And he's like, but they're just super good timing. And I'm like, that's kind of wild. It was kind of wild.
He beat him on the feet, though, too.
I know,
That's
dude.
crazy.
And it broke his fucking nose. We got, dude, oh my God.
Oh, he broke that nose bad. It was bleeding so bad, dude.
And then they did not want Sean Strickland to talk. DDP, he got that mic, right? And DC's running around like, oh, God, please don't say anything bad. Yeah, it was funny. But, hey, the way Sean Strickland handled it, nothing but respect to the guy, right?
Mm-hmm.
He says a lot of wild shit, but the way that he handled that loss, I'm like,
if Khamzat beat DDP, that would be insane, bro.
People were so, I mean, I get it, right? I remember Rashad Evans and Rampage Jackson. I remember the lead up to that fight and then being so upset. It was such a boring fight. Rashad just holding Rampage up against the cage. I remember that.
Mm-hmm.
But people were booing in this fight, and yet DDP was swinging.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean?
And it wasn't like that the whole fight.
Yeah.
Punching like that.
Yeah.
No,
so
he was swinging.
I was a little like, why is everyone so fucking freaking out hardcore? And then I get online, and everyone's like, oh, the biggest bullshit was the fight. I'm like, I think we just saw DDP really step up the game, and Sean Strickland didn't do anything. Now, was he flat because of the staph? I was talking to some people at the gym were like, oh, that's staph infection, and the antibiotics are going to slow him down.
Mm-hmm.
And I looked over it. I asked him, and he said he didn't think it would. But then even halfway through the fight, he started going, maybe the staph, you just never know.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? But that was a very I can understand why it was hard to watch. It wasn't the most like, because you got a guy like Sean Strickland talking.
Dude, he's gonna talk all that and be that kind of personality, and he's just gonna be like not very active for 5 rounds.
Doesn't take chances.
It blows my mind. Doesn't take chances. Very safe approaches when it's like you got to take those risks.
Yeah.
Because you put yourself in the position. Your
I mean,
coach is telling you what you need to hear too.
I mean, the motherfucker's still walking forward, flinching, moving shit all the time. It's like, it's tough. The way he fights is just tough.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Damn, I was a good fight card.
It was a good night of fights. Good fight.
And then DDP called out Alex Pereira too.
Yeah.
What if he beat Alex? That would be crazy. Because of the wrestling, wouldn't that be nuts? You think he'd get wrecked by Alex Pereira, don't you?
I got to see the size because I just feel like Pereira's staring down at him like this. I don't know. He's got that center block head. When you got a center block head and you can take hard shots, is that the perfect kryptonite to beat Alex Pereira?
Dude, and his back spinning kick's no joke.
Yeah.
DDP's back spinning kick is still pretty
Didn't he land
crazy.
A good spinning fist too?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, he did.
Yeah. Yeah. He's just that weird striker, bro. Yeah. Kanye tweets. That's all about fights right now. Let's move on to the Kanye tweets.
Oh my God.
Kanye's fucking gone off the deep end.
Do you want me to read some of these for you?
I'm sure everyone's reading. I think the last time I saw, and I know it's been a couple days, it was like 102 tweets and like on a few, like what?
It's crazy.
What the fuck's going on?
He's like talking about like Jews a lot and like his thoughts on how they have power in Hollywood, I guess, and media and stuff.
And how he wants to make it like as much as we know about Hitler killing Jews, we should know about blacks killing blacks. Is that what he was saying? Or whites killing blacks?
Dude.
Something?
He was talking about P. Diddy a lot, too. He was like, Puff is a way better dad than my dad and a way better dad than me. And he's like defending Puff Daddy right now. I think he thinks that Puff Daddy's been targeted.
I know.
It's like a conspiracy theory thing, but if anyone was... who knows, man?
Kanye West is so fucking unhinged, and he's been so unhinged for so long. You know what I mean?
Dude.
He's that guy that, again, he's like Sean Strickland.
That's what I was just going to say. We need a collab.
He says it. And he just says what he feels, and he's not afraid to say it. And it's the most wild shit ever. A part of me is like, dude, is it all just to get views on him? Because here we are, we got Kendrick, who just swept the Grammys. He's hot. You know what I mean? Kendrick's the GOAT right now.
Mm-hmm.
You can't say anything. If you get in a rap battle with Kendrick, you're going to lose. Right?
Not everyone.
Drake was doing everything he can to stop today. Today is huge for the music industry. Drake, I don't even know if he's watching the Super Bowl today. He's probably somewhere hiding.
That's got to be the worst, dude. That's the biggest rap beef ever to be
And
squashed.
We're about to witness whatever Kendrick's about to do today. Kendrick's about to do something today. It's going to be a statement.
You think that's related to this? And Kanye's trying to be crazy now to stay relevant compared?
You take your crazy girlfriend butt naked to the Grammys. My boy Kendrick sweeps the Grammys in front of you. You ain't getting on the mic and saying anything. So where does he have he couldn't get the mic to freak out on the stage. Where's he going to freak out?
On X.
On X. So there he is. He just didn't have the Taylor Swift microphone moment. It went on X.
This is the craziest one. I gotta read the craziest one. This is from Kanye West, guys. Kanye West quoted, "Jews were better as slaves. You have to put your Jews in their place and make them into your slaves." That was from Kanye West.
What if he started making music like that?
Who did he deal with in the music industry that happens to be Jewish that has given him these thoughts? That's my question, Jobins. Because it's really like he's had experiences with people personally that make him
feel this way.
Feel this way.
Yeah. Yeah. Money, fame, all that kind of shit. Who knows what people do to you? Sean knows. Sean couldn't even be at the fights last night. He did at first, but then he had to leave just because it was a fucking meet and greet. So like that constant like what people want, you know what I mean? Mm-hmm. Now maybe he just had too much of that and so happened to be these guys are Jewish.
Right, that's what I'm thinking.
You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. Which is fucked. Because the thing that sucks, Jobins, this is the shittiest part about it, is that's hate.
100%.
You're getting people to hate others. Some innocent Jewish guy out there who's the coolest Jewish John, one of the coolest fucking dudes ever. Poor Jewish John might get beat up out there because of a fucking Kanye tweet.
This is true. And that's not fair to Jewish John.
And that's not fair to Jewish John. I'm sorry, Jewish John. Mm-hmm. So that's the biggest problem I have with it.
Right, me too.
Because Kanye, if you're really that upset about it and you want change, are we in the times where it's like you gotta be like this in order for things to be fucking heard?
Yeah.
If he had gone the right way, would it never been heard?
Damn, see, that's such a good point to make too.
Right?
So it's like society's fault that these things happen.
Right? Maybe Kanye's so unhinged and so ahead and knows so much that he's just like, who knows? It's a touchy subject. Because at the end of the day, yeah, we might think, I think movies are fucking stupid now and I want to be fucking mad about them. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. But this channel's not meant to spread hate. We don't want to make anyone hate each other.
No, 100%.
Except for bad people. Bad people who cause the world problems. Mm-hmm. I'll line them up all day. I don't care.
Mm-hmm, same.
But I'm giving them the choice. Change your lineup, you know?
It's a lot of crazy stuff going on, but
what time
hopefully
is it?
No hate. It is 11:21.
We gotta go.
We gotta head out.
Episode 185. Love you guys. Thanks you for tuning in. We gotta go. Brendan's gotta go get this fucking 3-peat going. Then we got Sunday football, trailer day, Kendrick Lamar day. What's Kanye gonna tweet tonight after the Super Bowl? Tune in to find out.
Remember, Joe, but they not like us.
They not like us. Love you guys. See you next time.